The first sign was not cosmic, but bureaucratic. A junior analyst at the International Astrophysics Union filed a quiet anomaly report. Distant galaxies were not merely redshifting faster, they were fading, losing mass and luminosity in ways that violated every conservation law humanity trusted. The report sat unread for 3 weeks until a supernova in the Sculptor galaxy cluster failed to explode. It simply stopped. That was when the universe began to feel smaller. At first, scientists argued semantics. Was space contracting, or were physical constants changing? Telescopes were recalibrated, satellites relaunched. New equations bloomed like desperate flowers across whiteboards from Nairobi to Tokyo. Then came the maps. When the deepest sky surveys were overlaid, the contraction vectors pointed inward, not toward a black hole. Not toward a cosmic void, but toward a statistical center that refused to drift no matter how the models were adjusted. The center was close. Uncomfortably close. Earth sat within a margin of error smaller than the orbit of Neptune. Panic followed discovery the way thunder follows lightning. Religions split. Some declared Earth chosen. Others declared it condemned. Markets collapsed as long-term futures lost meaning. Why invest in decades when the universe itself was folding inward like a closing wong? Governments demanded answers. Scientists had none until a graduate student in Kenya, staring at a simulation at 3 a.m, noticed something everyone else had missed. The universe wasn't shrinking evenly, it was simplifying. As space contracted, complexity vanished first. Distant regions lost quantum variability. Particles fell into predictable states. Entropy, the great arrow of time, was reversing its preference, not decreasing, but becoming irrelevant. Cause and effect blurred at the edges of the observable cosmos. But near Earth, complexity remained rich, chaotic, alive, like a file being compressed, the student whispered to no one. You keep the important data near the center. The revelation arrived with terrifying clarity. The universe was not a place. It was a process. And it was ending. The final theory, confirmed by every surviving observation, was released to the public under emergency protocols. It explained everything and comforted no one. The universe had been expanding since its birth, exploring every possible configuration of matter and law. Now it was collapsing, not into nothingness but into meaning. The vast emptiness was being stripped away, leaving behind only regions where complexity, observation, and choice still existed. Consciousness, it seemed, was expensive and rare. Earth was near the center not because it was special, but because it was dense with awareness. As galaxies winked out like extinguished candles, strange effects appeared closer to home. Time slowed in subtle ways. Dreams became vivid, shared. People across continents reported remembering the same moments, memories no one had lived, futures no one had reached. Astronauts aboard the last deep space station watched the stars vanish behind them, replaced by a soft, featureless dark. It's not empty, one of them radioed. It feels finished. The last message humanity received from beyond the solar system arrived without transmission delay, without carrier wave, without source. It appeared simultaneously on every screen, in every language. You are not being destroyed. You are being kept. Years passed. Or perhaps moments. With the universe reduced to a fraction of its former size, Earth no longer orbited a sun so much as rested within a pocket of preserved reality. The sky glowed softly, not with stars, but with possibilities that never quite resolved. Physics stabilized into something gentler. Death still existed, but meaning lingered longer. Every choice felt heavier, as if the universe itself were listening more closely, because it was. Humanity eventually understood the final truth. The universe had not shrunk around Earth. It had shrunk toward consciousness, toward the only thing that could witness its end. And when the last human looked up and wondered what came next, The universe, small, warm, and attentive, waited for the answer.